Good morning. Hello everyone, my name is Citra Rohdani Purba. You can call me Citra, my last ID number 1108, and today I will be presenting of the effect of substituting tofu dregs and wheat flour in crackers on hedonic quality and nutritional content. To start, let me give you an overview of the study. This study investigates four treatments involving the substitution of wheat flour with tofu dregs flour in varying proportion. The goal was to analyze how this substitution affect the sensory qualities and nutritional content of the crackers. Now, let's move to the introduction. Alright, let's talk about the introduction. This research was conducted in Wongsarja Subdistrict, Banyuwangi, an area known for its tofu processing industry. One of the main concerns is the waste produced by tofu processing, which can harm the environment. Tofu dregs are rich in protein and could be repurposed into valuable products like crackers. Now that we have an understanding of the context, let's go over the method used in the study. Tools and materials. The tools used in making crackers include a sieve, blender, basin, filter cool, mixer, stove, stainless steel knife, cutting board, tray, pan, hydraulic press, baking sheet, and HT sieve. Will in the analysis of water content and protein content in crackers, the tools used include an oven, baking bottle, desiccator, tongs, Kichdal flask, hot plate, foam hood, burette, and stative. The materials used were tofu dregs flour from Christmas in Banyuwangi Regency, high protein wheat flour, tapioca, table salt, garlic, and cooking oil. Will in the analysis of protein content, the materials used include potassium sulfate, saline catalyzed, boiling stone, sulfuric acid, distilled water, 30% sodium hydroxide, 4% boric acid, and 0.1 hydrochloric acid. Now, I move on to explain the research stage. Preparation of tofu dregs flour. The process of making tofu dregs flour begins with preparing tofu dregs as the main ingredient to be processed. The tofu dregs is pressing using a hydraulic press to reduce water content, slow down decay, and accelerate drying. After that, the tofu dregs is steaming at 121 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes for sterilization and inactivation of pathogenic microbes, making it safer and more durable. Drying of tofu dregs is done using an oven and flipping it to dry evenly. The dry tofu dregs was the milling to turn it into fine granules. Milling using a blender aims to produce granules with a certain level of fineness. Sifting the dry tofu dregs flour with an 80 to 100 mesh sieve is done to homogenize the particle size so that the flour results are more consistent. Tofu dregs flour is ready for use. Making tofu dregs crackers. The process of making tofu dregs crackers starts with preparing the materials to ensure all the required materials are available and ready to be processed. All materials are then mixing with water until evenly distributed, so that the dough becomes homogeneous, which is important to ensure optimal crackers expandability. After that, the dough is molding 3 centimeters thick to form a consistent size and thickness. The molding dough is steaming at 100 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes to steam the dough and activate the developer component. The steaming dough is the frying to turn it into crackers with a creaminess texture. After frying, the crackers are cooling for 24 hours to harden their texture, making them easier to cutting without crumbling. The crackers are cutting to the desired size for uniformity, and easy consumption. Next, the crackers are drying to reduce the water content, making them more durable and space-saving during storage. Tofu Drex crackers are ready for consumption. Moving forward, let's look at how analysis was conducted. In this slide, we will talk about how we analyzes the crackers. We conducted both hedonic tests and chemical tests. The hedonic test evaluated characteristics like color, flavor, and texture, while the chemical test focused on water content and protein content. All the data were collected using standardized method and presented descriptively. Next, let's discuss the experimental design used for this study. Experimental design. In this slide, can see that the research was conducted using a completely randomized design or CRD. We experimented with different concentration of tofu Drex flour of 0%, 10%, 20%, 30%, and concentration of wheat flour of 100%, 90%, 80%, 70%, with each treatment being repeated 4 times. Data analysis. For the analysis, we use descriptive statistics to present the result of the hedonic test, with mean values and bar charts showing panelists' preferences. The chemical test data, like water content and protein content, were analyzed using standard error or CE to represent the variability in the data. Result and discussion. Now, let's go into the result and discussion of the study, starting with crispness. Figure 1 shows the treatment P2 had the highest level of crispness, with an average of 5.81, while P3 obtained the lowest value, which was 2.8. The high crispness of P2 was due to the proportion of tofu Drex flour comparable to wheat flour and tapioca flour, where tofu Drex flour has a water absorption capacity that affect the crispness of the crackers. The crispness of food product is related to water content, where the more water evaporates during frying, the more air cavities are formed, so that the product becomes crispness. Next, let's talk about the panelist preference for color. Color preference. Figure 7 shows that treatment P2 has the highest level of color liking, with an average of 5.68, while P1 obtained the lowest score of 5.32. The color of the tofu Drex flour in the study was brown. The color change is caused by the Maillard reaction, which is a browning process due to the reaction between amino acid and reducing sugars occurring in foodstuff containing protein and carbohydrates. The color in P2 is not too brown and not too white due to the addition of 50% tofu Drex flour, while P1 is brownish white because the addition of tofu Drex flour is less than wheat flour. So the white color of wheat flour dominates. Next, let's talk about the panelist preference for flavors. Flavor preference. Figure 5 shows that the control has the highest level of flavor preference, with an average of 5.8, while P1 has the lowest level of preference, which is 5.28. Now, let's take a look at the nutritional content. Let's look at the first nutritional content, which is protein content. Protein content of crackers. Figure 6 shows that P3 has the highest protein content with an average of 17.10 compared to the other treatments. Its treatment did not show a consistent relationship, meaning that there was no significant difference between crackers with and without added tofu Drex flour. The test result showed that the greater the addition of tofu Drex flour, the higher the protein content obtained. Overall, the addition of tofu Drex flour provides better protein nutritional content than the control. Let's Let's talk about the water content of the crackers. Water content of crackers. Figure 7 shows that P3 had the lowest water content with an average of 4.5, while the control treatment produced the highest water content with an average of 4.76. Lastly, let's talk about the conclusion. To conclude, the study found that the addition of tofu Drex flour in making crackers affects the level of panelists' preference on the parameters of crispness, color, and flavor. Tofu Drex flour also affected the protein content but not the water content. That's all of my presentation, and thank you for your attention.